Alright guys. Right, I think we've got 2 people on. 3 now. Right, hello, Robert Welsh. Yeah? Yeah? Right. Can you sleep fine with that running? Yeah. Alright, yeah, it's my first live video, so hopefully this comes out alright, so please comment if there's any problems or if you want me to adjust anything. What I am going to do really quickly, so what other fish are you looking to get, Corey? Alright, hold on guys for literally 20 seconds, I just need to get a camera filter, alright? 20 seconds, hold on. Hello. Just see if this makes any difference. Is that better? It's a little bit blurry on the right there. Alright. Alright, so yeah, I just got this little camera filter, so this makes just so you can see the tank alright. Alright, so see how this is going to clip on. It's alright like that, but then I get a little bit blurry. What does that do? Nothing. I think it might just be a little smudge on the lens here. Right, so there's 10 people on, I'm pretty sure. 11 now. Alright. Really better with the filter. Yeah, I know. Oh man, but your dad has got his new thing, didn't he? So what other fish are you looking at? Alright, Robert Welsh said, what other fish are you looking to get? Well, I think I'm going to be getting about probably a total of 10 fish in here. I haven't got the skimmer yet. I haven't got anything. This isn't really an update. I haven't really updated much really. So I'm just trying to get this camera filter right. Right. There's a little bit of blurry spit on the edge of the screen. Alright, so I'm just going to have to see which lens it is. Right, 12 people on. That's nice. Okay. Really better with the filter. Alright. So if I hold it here, oh, it reflects off the thing. Oh, it's reflecting off the screen. Yeah, I know what that is now. So I can flip the camera. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do real quick. I know what that blur is now, so I can fix that. But I won't be able to see myself in the camera, so I'm just going to have to switch the camera around. Right. Here we go. So I can just have the tank just fill like that. And there's my camera filter. Hopefully we can clip this on alright. There we go, much better. Much better like that. Right, so let's Right, can you see me alright? Hopefully. Yeah. Alright, so who's on? 14 people. So ideally, alright. Hey crew, what lights are you running on that tank? I'm running the Red Sea LED 50s, 2 of them, so I'm just trying to get this camera right. So what I'm going to do is yeah, Red Sea LED 50. So far, I did have one connectivity issue on them, which it was an easy fix. I just kind of reset the lights. I kind of just shut them down completely and restarted them all up, and that kind of fixed it. But since then, nothing, no other issues. Do you have any other hobbies? I don't know. I'm not really into the kind of sports kind of stuff. It's mainly my fish stuff. I'm really into that. I don't think I really have any hobbies. Are you from the UK or USA? I'm from the UK. Tell by my voice I'm British. From the south area of the UK. Yeah, I think I'm pretty good on the trampoline. I guess that's not really a hobby. It's kind of was, you know, just a thing I guess I'm good at. I'm quite good on trampoline actually. Right. Any other comments? Any other questions? Feel free to ask any questions about this tank. Literally anything. I think I'm going to angle this down a little bit more. Just put my chair a little bit down. Is it a Red Sea XL 250? I've heard comments like that. People saying, "Oh, nice 200 litre tank or something." People think it's a huge tank. This is only 125 litres. It's not a Red Sea tank. It's a dual tank. So this is a dual Rio 125. So total, including the rock and the sand, you're looking at about 100 litres. I've noticed it's I've noticed it's a couple of videos. What brand is your thermometer? Or is it digital? My heater I've got in this is a titanium heater. I've got a D&D temp controller on top. So I've mounted the controllers up there, so you can see right above my finger there. That's the temp controller there. How much rock is in there? I have 12 kilos, I believe. Yeah, 12 and a half kilos of Marco rock. Of the Marco rock, the white rock. Real Reef rock, I'm not really too sure how that weighs. That's from my little fluvial tank that I had running. Just put it in here, so total maybe about 15 kilos of rock. It's quite a bit of rock. I think I've got a little bit too much sand as well, so I think I'm going to be taking a little bit of sand out as well. Alright, what tips for beginners? I recommend start small, really. Start small, because when you start going up, I mean, there's a price to this game. So yeah, I'd start small. I didn't start with a skimmer. Yeah, I had a 50 litre tank. I didn't run a skimmer. I was just relying on water changes. Stick to really basic fish. Really recommend clownfish. So easy. I've checked all messages are visible. Welcome to light. Alright. Okay, I'll receive my aquarium Red Sea XL in 2 weeks. My first saltwater aquarium for me, and any advice to start? Take it slow. Really, yeah, I'd really take it slow actually. Just because when you rush it, things can you just got to take your time with it. Really take your time, otherwise you can have problems. Really, I've kind of been down that road. If you start adding fish too quickly, you could have ammonia spikes. So really take your time with it. Not only have to keep on tapping the screen to see the comments. Sorry for my bad English. That's fine. Super. I'm looking to upgrade my Fluvial Evo 2. Just too sure. Yeah, this is my second saltwater tank here. This, well, I first started out with a, what I have? Oh yeah, the little dual 60 litre tank. That was freshwater. I had that. I had a little bait fish and tetras, basics, easy fish. I kind of enjoyed that, and then I kind of moved into saltwater just to step it up a little bit. I really enjoyed that. I'm more of a saltwater guy myself. So I still kind of find the freshwater side quite interesting, but personally, I prefer saltwater, so I think I'm always going to be a saltwater guy. Maybe in the future I might revisit a bit of freshwater, but I know I'm always going to be a saltwater. You're constantly learning stuff. I have a pump vibrating for some reason, I don't know. Yeah, it's that. So it's got to sort this pump out because it's rattling. Much better. I had a pump that was vibrating mode, so there's 15 people on. That's alright. It's a good start from a first live. What's the dream build? Well, eventually, in the late, I'm talking 10, 15 years in the future here, but I'd love to get like about 1,000 litre reef tank set up. I mean, a lot of money would have to go into it. I'm talking like maybe 10 grand at least for 1,000 litre reef tank as well. And it'd be very expensive to rebuild if something was to go wrong. So you'd have to go really slow and be really precise with what you're doing. So yeah, I'd love a 1,000 litre reef tank. I mean, that'd be amazing. Hi, you have done a great job with your thanks. Thank you very much. Just started a bigger tank. Any thoughts on Skimmer that you may in the future? Jules on this tank. Skimmer wise, yeah, I haven't got a Skimmer yet. I will do in the next couple of weeks or so. Just to reduce my nitrates. A Skimmer takes organic waste out of the water, so waste, it will dissolve into the water, and a Skimmer just takes all that out. So I'm going to go internal. I'm not going to say what Skimmer yet though, but I'm going to go for a little internal Skimmer, just the right size for this. I'm not going to go for the dual one. They're horrible. I don't like them. And yeah, personally, I don't think they're really they're very strong actually. Let's just mess around with it. Hide all chat messages, member and super chat. All right. What did you do for slack creep in the Evo? Oh, salt creep. Oh, that's fine. Salt creep. Yeah, I had actually quite a big of an issue in my in my little fluvial tank. Salt creep was going crazy. I just had to run the water level as low as I could without it being an issue. So yeah, I couldn't really do anything about that. I couldn't reduce the salt level. That wouldn't do anything. So I just tried running the water line as low as possible, really. Right, how do I keep these the chat on? I have to keep on tapping the screen to actually see it. There was actually some. What did you do for salt? Yeah. Right, so there's 20 people on. That's nice. We've got one like. Yeah, it'd be great if we could get some likes on the video as well. Got one like so far, I think. I think I'm reading that right. And there's 21 people on. That's nice. Right, so how long will we be on for? What time is it? All right. Right, any more questions? Yeah, I find that my clownfish have really started to pair up because they've gone into the tanks for their shock, so they kind of want to stay together for support. So hopefully they're going to pair up, because in the fluvial, in the little 50 litre tank, they completely ignored each other, really. They wasn't really interested in each other. But in this tank, it's completely different tank, so they like this corner a lot. This corner by the torch. Damsel's by himself, but that's fine. I'm sure he's fine. She, I actually don't know, but he looks. My sapphire damsel looks much nicer under this light. It hits him at a certain angle that makes him look really blue. Looks incredible, that fish. Love him. It's a favourite fish in the tank. I've just got the sapphire damsel, which is the blue one in the middle, and it's got those two clownfish at the moment. Is it anyone know about what's it called? Dwarf angelfish. Anyone had any experience with dwarf angelfish in reef tanks? Because I hear that you got to try luck with them. So sometimes they can be aggressive against coral, sometimes they're passive. So I might consider one, but I don't know. It's just if it's going to be an issue, it might be really annoying to actually get it out of the tank if it started eating my coral, because that'll be a big issue if it starts eating my coral. So can't have that. I could only just fit one in size-wise. They get about 3.5, 4 inches max. So you're looking about just under 3 inches. So this is a good tank size for one. It would fit one in. I'm probably gonna be I'm gonna be having wrasses in here, diebacks. I haven't really planned fish much, even though we'll be getting some more fish over the next few weeks as well. 7 likes, very nice again. Right, had a flame angel but didn't eat any coral. Good, yeah. I have a coral beauty. Yeah, I do like the coral beauties. I like the flame angels. They're really nice, but they are quite expensive actually. They're £100 or something. But money isn't really, well, it is an issue. But I mean, I don't want to spend like you know, like a gem tank's like £1,000 or something. Yeah, so yeah, it is a bit of a hit or miss. I think I don't know if I'm going to try one. I really don't know. We'll see what kind of fish I go for first, and then if I've got room for one, I might try one. Yeah, we'll see how it does with other fish as well, because it might be a case it's really aggressive against certain fish that I'm going to be having in here. So we've got 17 people on, 7 likes. Don't get a dwarf angel if you plan. It's right. What was that? Don't get a dwarf angel if you plan to keep fleshy LPS corals. Yeah, I have LPS corals in the moment. I don't know if they eat them. I haven't seen anyone else have any issues on YouTube or Google. So I think the chances, I mean, I really don't know. We're going to have to see over the next couple of months, a month or two, to see whether I'm going to be chancing as any kind of dwarf angel. Wouldn't be able to go any bigger than that. I mean, tangs definitely no, not big enough tank for that. Yeah, but wrasses, dotty backs, yeah, definitely. So 2 clowns are going to be staying in here. Damsel, I might get another damsel. I might get another sapphire. You can't. I mean, the sapphire and the azure or regal damsel. They're the only 2 passive ones that you can really get. So I might actually introduce another sapphire damsel just for a little bit of a pair. I don't know if they might. I don't know if they might pair together damsels. I don't know if they pair together. I don't know. What I have added though is I've kind of stolen my dad's Mexican turbo snails because I've got a bit of a diatom explosion actually all over the rocks. It's just because of the new rockets releasing silicates into the water, so I'm going to need some more snails. So I've got 4 Mexican turbo snails, which I will really rapidly clean them up. And then when all the silicates are used up, all of the diatoms, they all clear up by themselves. Bro, I wanna build a nano, but I don't want to do water changes. So what do you? Oh, you don't want to do water changes. All right. The only reason you're going to be doing water changes is to reduce. It's just to have a little bit of fresh water. You know, a little bit more of a, fresh air, if you know what I mean, for the fish. It's. I mean, you're going to have a doser if you're having like SPS, LPS corals. You might have a doser. If you've got a doser, then the only reason you need to be doing water changes is to reduce nitrate. So I'd keep it below 10. In here, I have no idea. I haven't tested any of the water in here at the moment. Just because it's new water, it's going to be low, or well, the alkalies will be high at where it should be. I haven't got much SPS coral in there at the moment, so I'll be using barely anything. Nitrate will probably be at like 0.2. So I'd probably keep it about 3-4 in this tank. Yeah, I don't want it too high that I'm going to have an algae explosion, but I don't want it too low that some of the soft corals will be struggling. No idea what fish you getting. Don't really know. I haven't really planned the fish. What's your light schedule? Light schedule, that's a good question. My light schedule, I'm using, so obviously I've got the Red Sea LED 50s here, 2 of them. It starts at 10 o'clock in the morning. And well, yeah, the main schedule starts at 10 o'clock in the morning and ends at like 9:30, 10 o'clock in the evening. So I'm just running very low whites, about 5% whites and about 40%, about in between 30 and 40% blue. Just running kind of a little bit low than what I will be, just for the moment, just to slowly acclimate the new corals to the sudden of quite high light. So eventually over the next few months I will gradually increase it in the blues. Blues all night or all off. I don't know what that means, but I have my lights off, completely off during the night. I have the little moon. There's a little moonlight that you can have on during the night. Just have it like 1% moon, which is like 1/10 of a watt. It's nothing, but I wouldn't really have it on, to be honest, because ideally you want at least 12 hours of 100% darkness in the tank. But what is cool actually, what I'll show you again now, is that little temp controller up there, right above my finger. I can't aim that right there. Yeah, what that does is at night it kind of lights the tank up just a little bit, which is kind of cool. I have the Red Sea LED 90s on my Reef 350. How are you finding the Red Sea LEDs? I've had a few issues, but I was just wondering if... Yeah, a few issues. A lot of 95% of people who have bought these lights have had connectivity issues with them, including me actually. But hopefully in the new updates of these lights, so like the software, they're called firmware updates, just to fix this connectivity issues. Hopefully it fixes. I only had one issue, but I just reset the lights, reconnected them to my Wi-Fi network, and that kind of solved it. I don't know what caused them to be going offline. They kind of completely shut down, went offline. I don't really know what caused that. Yeah. I think I haven't really added anything new coral-wise. I don't think I will be though, eventually. Right, we'll go on the chat. Nothing new, I don't think. Oh, yeah, we do. Is refugium good for no water changes? I wouldn't keep a refugium really. Personally, I wouldn't. A skimmer will do. As I've always ran 1% blues all night, and I wouldn't have 1% blues. So I'd have at least 12 hours of 12 hours is good of 100 literally pitch black in the tank. Because they need to chill. Well, corals and fish. Apex. All right. Favorite coral in your tank at the moment? All right, very good question. Favorite coral. In this tank, oh, that's a good question. I'll tell you my least favorite is probably the elkhorn, just because it's really small and it hasn't got much color at the moment. But my favorite, it's got to be this Zoa in the middle. This is called a what's it called? It's called a I forgot what the name of it. Utter Chaos Zoanthids. It's very nice. It's kind of got an orange. They're actually quite rare. Well, they're not rare, but they're nice. They're worth quite a bit of money. You could probably get about 15 quid a head, £15 a head anyway. And I've got about 10 heads there. So eventually I might frag them off, sell them for money, and that money will go towards this tank. Favorite YouTubers to watch? Alright. YouTubers. I like Coralfish12G. He's got a lot of nanotanks, so I find his videos are very high edited. I like his videos. Who else we got? We got yeah, he's the main guy I watch. I just find his videos really entertaining. Who else we got? We got I forgot his name though. Jay's Reef, Eat Sleep Reef is a good one. Yeah, there's a few there. BRS could do a good tips on how to start nanotanks and reviews and stuff. Nathan Willard, yeah, my dad actually, good question. Me. Yeah, my dad has a YouTube channel called Nathan Willard. I'll go check that out if you haven't seen it. Yeah, he's got a much bigger YouTube channel than me. I think he's got about nearly 8,000 subscribers. Quite a big channel, quite a lot of followers there. He actually recently uploaded a video. He's having quite a bit of a bubble algae crisis, but he's dealing with that very smoothly. I've had nothing really like that. Problems. I've never had a problem, but I will eventually, sure, experience some kind of problem. But yeah, I've had no bubble algae actually at the moment. Right, what else we've got in the chat? Right, any more questions, guys? Anything? Trying to think what else I can tell you about this tank. Anything I've done new. ATO's alright. I got the okay, that wasn't me. Yes, bubble algae looks bad. Hope. Yeah, sounds like yeah. My dad's using a little bottle of solution that he's dosing daily. It's called. Oh my god, this is gonna annoy me. I don't know what it's called. It's little solution in a bottle that you dose into the tank. Vibrant. It's called Vibrant actually. And that completely wipes out all types of algae, including bubble algae. Apart from coralline algae, that's a beneficial algae actually. So that's actually working really smoothly. Some of the bubbles are starting to just die off and just go really clear, which is good. Alright, okay, I've got a flame angel and a coral beauty with no problems. Alright. I didn't know you could mix different species of flame angel together. I didn't think they'd be alright, but... Alright, so 2, alright. Alright, yeah, my dad actually just called me something about Sky or something. Whatever. I don't know if the, like, can someone comment, tell me what, so I just experimenting with this whole live situation. So I just received a call from my dad, told me to record something on TV or something. Did anyone see the call? Was it quite interesting, actually? Anyone see the call? Because I don't know if it paused, it lagged, keeps pausing. Yeah, it paused because I got a call, so I went off. I came off the live chat just for about 5-10 seconds. I apologize about that. Might happen occasionally. I might try this live chat thing, maybe once. I don't know, maybe once a month. It depends how this one goes. I've only got 14 people on here at the moment. Makes sense. I refreshed the page and it was back. Yeah. 9 likes so far. Anyone new? Please like it. It'll be mean quite a lot. And what I've done to this live chat as well is I've monetized it. I think I don't know what that means really. So I still get paid. So all the money that I gain from YouTube, which is only a small amount, every single penny of it goes towards this. Because it's quite an expensive hobby. What foods do you use? I only use one food, and it's New Life Spectrum probiotics. Actually, I've got the. I think I might have the pot here for a sec. Yeah. I'm just gonna turn that light on. Oh, that's actually much better. All right, yeah. So I'm using this little pot here. Is it focusing? Yeah, it's called probiotics. That is the only food you need to be feeding really. It's brilliant. It's got like 6 different types of seaweeds and meat and a ton of vitamins in them. So it's really healthy for the fish. What corals are you planning? Any SPS. Yeah, this is going to be a mixed reef tank, so I'm eventually going to be adding a lot more corals to the tank, such as LPS. Probably not many more softies. I'm more of a LPS guy. LPS is probably my favorite kind of strain of coral, because you've got soft corals, which just completely soft skeletons. You've got LPS, which stands for large polyp stony. So it's a large polyp, a large head, and it's a stony skeleton. And then you've got SPS, which is small polyp stony. So you've got hundreds of little small tiny microorganisms creating a big large skeleton, which is called a coral. I think that's right. Just set up a 40-gallon breeder. Can't wait to add livestock. 40 gallons, Jesus. A great accomplishment eventually I want to do over the next year, well, in the future, is try and breed clownfish. I know you have to have like nothing else in the tank, because they can, like, something like a snail or a crab can start eating the babies of the clownfish. If they were to breed in here now, the babies would get eaten. They wouldn't survive. So you have to feed them a specific food. They'd only eat like meat or something. I know all I know is it's very difficult. So I would like to actually try that one day. Any more questions, guys? So who's on? Right, we've got 16 people, 12 likes, 17 people now. Nice. Is that food you showed? Does it only feed fish or all organisms? Good question. Yeah, actually, my shrimp eats the food that I just showed you. Also, the snails. I mean, they won't eat it. It's too big for them. They'll just eat the algae. But yeah, you can feed coral it as well. What I did for a while is I got a little Australian Duncan coral here. What I did is in my little 50-litre tank is I fed that every other day, I think, spectrum pellets, the same food I'm feeding my fish. So you can feed corals that food as well. Yeah. I'm going to try New Life Spectrum. Heard great things. Yeah, definitely try it. It is great. Some fish might not have it, but if you force feed it, only feed that, eventually they're going to have to give in and start eating something. So yeah, they'll put. I've heard that everything will eat it. In my dad had a Red Sea Reef for 750. That was a kind of a predator tank. I had pufferfish, triggerfish, tangs, and that they all ate spectrum pellets. All the fish that he's had and that I've had have all eaten spectrum pellets. No problem whatsoever. Yeah, it's just when you first introduce the fish, it's just getting them on it. Getting them on the food is quite difficult for the first week or so. Also, Omega 1 Marine Flake. Not a fan of flake, just makes the tank a little bit more messy. And it's kind of helpful. Oh, what I do as well, mini algae wafers. You can feed these to shrimps as well. These are for saltwater and freshwater. I bought these for my pleco that I had in my freshwater tank a couple of years back. Right, what's going on in the chat? Have you ever used frozen foods? Yeah, I used not in this tank yet. I used to feed brine shrimp just once a week in my little 50-litre fluval Evo 13.5. Just probably once a week for a few months, just to give the fish a little bit different, a little bit of a treat, which is good sometimes, just to boost up their weight and just their size. It's good to give them a little bit of extra meat. I'll be feeding seaweed as well. Yeah. Right. Questions. What media are you running in the building? Yeah. All right, media. I'm using. I think it's called. Yeah, it's called Biohome Ultimate Marine. It's a great biological type. It's incredible actually. In my fluvial tank, it was sucking down loads of nutrients. It's basically a skimmer. Trust me, it's amazing stuff. It's quite a little bit pricey. I think I spent like 30-40 quid on like 2 kilos of it. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, I came down, I was working on it, but I didn't find it on. Right, what's going on in chat? Does it keep you up at night? No, it's quite quiet. Pretty quiet. Tier 2 just went up. There's 18 people on. How did you get on with the trigger? Yeah, he had in the 750. He had 1, 2, 3 trigger fish in there. One clown trigger, which is really aggressive. I don't really remember the names of them. One was clown trigger, one was Picasso trigger. The other one was a Niger trigger, I think, something like that. Yeah. Quite aggressive, but nothing against other fish. They're alright. Unfortunately, the Picasso trigger didn't make it. It was just so small. It just sometimes you get that coral or fish just won't make it. It was only like a month or two in and didn't quite make it. What's the next coral you plan to add? Not really. Yeah. Coral wise, not adding more coral until next couple of months after I've got the skimmer and added more fish in. But yeah, I would like to get some more zoas and some more some more LPS. SPS maybe a little bit later in the next few months. That'll be the last type of coral I think I might add. But yeah, I would love to get some more zoas because I think that they got me be my favorite coral. It's just the color on their soft corals so that it eats really easy. This is Fergus as well. This is my dog. This is one of the 3 anyway. He's a little annoying sometimes. Yeah, very nice. He smells a bit though. I think he always does. Right. Any more questions, guys? What percentage are you running your lights? Alright, Mr. Alright. Percentage. My whites, I'm running at 4% whites, and in between 30 and 40% blue. Which is quite a lot. But the more blue, the more glowy the corals are, and the blue is the main channel that actually grows coral. Actually, yeah, these lights, they're 53 watts total. 40 of the watts that it has comes from the blue, 10% of it is from the whites, and it's got 3% moonlight as well. Mine is at full tank, always next week. What temp do you run in? Alright, I'm running around in between 24 point, about 24.5 in between. Actually, yeah, it's at 24.5 degrees Celsius at the moment. The minimum you want to keep it is about 24 minimum, really. But the less the vegetables, I get less evaporation, and the oxygen is thinner in colder water. So I get more oxygen, which is, yeah, I wanted to run it cold just to make sure the fish survive during the transfer, because I didn't want to lose anything. Yeah, so it stays in between 24.5 and 24.8 degrees Celsius. Any more questions, guys? Right, there's 13 people on, and there's 13 likes. 13 likes, good. Everyone like and subscribe will be great as well. How long is this? Hold on. Right, you're gonna have to get off. Need to just move this for a sec. Right, 40 minutes. We've been on live for, wow, that's actually gone quite quick. I thought it was like 15 minutes or something. Do you have a plan for the skimmer? Yeah, I have a plan for the skimmer. Not going to tell you yet though. I can't. Yeah, I haven't got it quite yet. In the next in the next couple of weeks. Maybe in the next video we're gonna have to see. I don't know. Forget the skimmer. It's not an emergency because I haven't got many fish in there. So there's the nitrate will be building up very, very slowly. And I don't really want to go above 10 at the maximum, really. So yeah, I do have a plan for the skimmer. I'm going to be going internal skimmer. I'm not going to say what yet though. You're going to have to wait and see. Any more questions, guys? What time is it actually? It is 5:45. All right. This is going well. I think I might do this live stream like maybe like once a month or something. This is just going to be an in between video. So I know I did a video on Thursday, which was 3-4 days ago. So this isn't my next week's video. I'm going to be doing, so this is a video here, this live stream, and then on Thursday, which is in 4 days, 4 days, I'll upload another update for this thing. So this isn't the update, it's just a little extra video, because I wanted to try an experiment with a live stream. It's only a little bit different for the viewers, for the subs. Alright. As you grow your reef tank and frag, what are you going to start posting? Actually, yeah, coming to frags, I'm looking in the future, the next couple of months or so, 2 little mini frag racks on the sides here, so I can start fragging corals and selling them, which would be quite good. Well, I'll have to get rid of them at some point because they're just going to be growing really fast. Such as, what's a good example? Zoas grow really quick, some faster than others, and zoas grow really fast, some a little bit quicker than others, so they'll grow mental, so eventually I'm going to have to start fragging them and selling them on, or just giving them away, I don't know. I might have to start giving corals away eventually because they might grow quicker than I can sell them for. I know this chalice here, that grows really fast, GSP does. Stuff like the war coral and the candy cane, slower growers than usual. But yeah, the fastest growing coral in it has got to be the zoas, definitely. I might introduce a bit of pulse coral over the next few days. Actually, I've got some in my dad's thing, so I might just nick a bit. Actually, I gave it to him, so he owes me pulse coral. I gave him a bit of pulse coral, so I might take that back just for a little bit of a home for the clownfish. Right, 16 people on, 16 likes. Nice, that's pretty good. I'm actually quite happy with that. 17 now. Thank you very much. I've just did that. Right, anyone got any questions for me? Any questions? What do you want? Come here. You want some? Dosing. Actually, yeah, good question. All right. Dosing wise, I'm just gonna go my thing. I haven't got it set up yet, but this is the doser. I've just got this. I haven't got it set up yet, obviously, but over the next month, or within the next 3 weeks ago, I'm gonna have to set this up because my SPS corals will start sucking down alkalinity is the main one, so I'm gonna have to start dosing eventually. So yes, this is the doser I'm gonna be using. This is the box for it. It's TMC, I'm pretty sure. So it's just a little 2-channel doser. My dad just had this spare actually, which is good because it saves me quite a bit of money there. Alright, so that can go there. Yeah, very expensive hobby as well. God knows how much I've spent on it already. Yeah, so next is Skimmer as well. So that's next is just over 100 quid or so. And then it's fish, and then it's more coral. And then it's just, playing the waiting game of just growing. And if I have a problem, it's just with dealing with it and just making tweaks and maybe stuff like in the lighting schedule and filtration wise, maintenance as well. Right, yeah. Any more questions, guys? 17 likes, 14 people on. All right. Expecting more, but I'm alright with 14 people. Nice dose. I'm running D&D P1 doses. All right, nice. Yeah. My dad's running the same dose as what I'm using, just the 3-channel one, but it's just so he gets to dose magnesium as well. But corals barely use magnesium, so I mean, the main ones alkalinity, then calcium. Alkalinity and calcium are the main ones. Magnesium, I mean, that can do what it wants. You might not even have to dose. My dad doesn't even dose it. He doesn't dose it because they don't. They use like just a sand grain of it. It's nothing, absolutely nothing. What is that? Right, there's a little symbol. What does that mean? Oh, I can put. Oh, all right. That's just the thumbnail. All right. And then there's that. Say if I like mute microphone. All right. Then there's that top chat. Some messages such as potential spamming or messages visual member. All right. Yeah. Any questions, guys? Any more? I've answered quite a lot actually. I like doing this. This is good. How often do you test for all? I haven't actually tested any parameters in the tank so far because that's only been set up. It's only had livestock in it for about just over a week and a half. So I will do actually this week. Yeah, I will start testing some parameters, seeing if I need to start rigging up this doser. And then when I introduce the skimmer, I'm gonna have to test my nitrates to see how powerful. Well, what kind of see how effective the skimmer is going to be when I get it. Because it might be a case of it's too efficient. Because I would like to keep my nitrates at about 3 will be alright. In between 2 and 5, I'm completely happy with, but no absolute maximum of 10. Because when it starts hitting the 10 mark, then algae starts kind of exploding all over the glass. Did you not fancy a Sump system? Yeah, Sump, I don't think I'm quite there yet. This is only my second reef tank, so I'm going to slowly jack it up when it comes to complication. So Sump, yeah, Sump's, my dad's had some, I've actually looked after some actually, well not much, but I kind of helped out with them. So yeah, I've had a tiny bit of experience with Sumps. It's a little bit too complicated for me at the moment, but hopefully next tank maybe I might try a Sump, but it might be a case of I don't like them, I might just stick with a little box filter or rear Sump, because there's the Red Sea Max systems which have a rear Sump. My dad has a Red Sea Max Nano which has a rear Sump. I like those kind of systems because you don't have to get on the floor every time. You have to do something, you know. I mean, it's just all in the rear. Easy access. Alright, so we've got 18 people on, 17 likes. I would like 20 likes would be great. Alright, if you want to look back, what do you have? Right, 19 likes, nice. Can we hit 20? Can we hit 20? Someone like, please, it'd be great. At 19. So how long have I been streaming for? 15 minutes. Jeez. 21 likes, nice. 21. Right. That's got 19 people on. Have you heard of spawn plant additions that contains alkaline calcium and lithium? Anything I can do with this tank, like at the moment, like maintenance wise, in the live, I've already cleaned the glass. I've already done that today. Maintenance wise, I've done nothing really. There's not really much to do. I cleaned the wave pump out because that was running slow. Don't need to fill up the reservoir because that can last about 2 months at the moment at this rate. Yeah, anyone got any questions? Oh, it's 15 people on, 21 likes, nice. 16 people on. What company will use? What company will use the dose? Oh, what solutions wise? Red Sea. Red Sea. Always. My dad uses Red Sea ones as well. I think I might make up my own solution. I think that's what my dad does. So so it's not more. So it's my dad's had problems with his wave pumps and his main return pump really getting all encrusted in calcium carbonate, which really slows it down completely, stops it. There was actually an issue with it once, and it caused like a big tank leak in that. So yeah, solutions wise, I haven't really had much experience with it. Actually, I have had zero experience with dosing. So yeah, Red Sea solutions and the TMC dose I've got at the moment, not running at the moment. Yeah. There's a few starfish in here as well. I used Red Sea, yeah. Alright, so yeah, there's like 50 odd brittle starfish in here, which are little black. I say little actually, they're quite big. They're not massive, but I mean they're average kind of size. Little black. I mean they're not an issue. They kind of just hide in the rocks constantly. Sometimes you would see a little leg poking out, but it's not an issue. And I've got these little other little starfish as well. These little white ones. Again, not an issue, but if they start overpopulating the tank, I'm gonna have to do something about it. Either just take them out or sort of get a. I have no idea. I think eventually over the next 6 months, starfish might be an issue. They're just gonna keep on breeding, and I might have to do something about it eventually. But at the moment, it's really not a problem. There isn't many in there at all, and they don't even come out really. There's a lot of little worms in this tank as well, like these little things, the little stick things that shoot out these webs, and those webs catch food, and then the worms suck in that food. They're sucking the web, and the food gets stuck on it, so they kind of eat like that. There's quite a lot of those around. Not that they're an issue either. It's just a little string thing, catches food, sucks it in, eats the food, and then it'll shoot it back out again, and repeat. So I've got a little Mexican Tobus now on the glass here, probably eating stuff from the glass. Yeah, I can see its mouth moving. I think I'm actually going to feed. Yeah, let's feed the fish. Right, so I've got my probiotics New Life Spectrum. Right, so I've got just the average size pinch of it. So I just throw that in there. Alright, so we've got 21 likes, 15 people online. Nice. Right, yeah, so I think this is the third time I've fed today, which will probably be the last. Probably feeding between 3 and 4 times a day. So yeah, someone go on the surface, so I'm going to have to blow them down. Because the ones that get stuck on the surface, I don't want them going into the filter. Well, I don't mind a few going in there, but just not loads of them. Right, anyone got any more questions? There's what, 16 people online, 21 likes. and we've been on for nearly an hour now. It really doesn't feel like an hour. It feels like 15-20 minutes. Oh, there's a starfish there actually. Yeah, so the pellets that I just fed, the ones that go around the back, the shrimp will eat all them. Shrimp's actually quite greedy. It's got a blood red fire shrimp. I'm looking to add possibly a boxer shrimp, or maybe a cleaner shrimp. Not really too sure yet. My dad has a cleaner shrimp. They're quite active. They're out quite a lot. Boxer shrimp not as much, but they're really cool. I like boxer shrimp. Right, and I'm pretty sure when I finish with this live stream, which not yet, obviously, I'm pretty sure it goes onto my channel as a separate video. I think so. I don't know how long that takes. I don't know if it's like a process, because when I upload a video, it takes about half hour, 40 minutes to upload onto YouTube. So this is going to be way over an hour long. So I don't know if it straight away uploads or if it's, you know, a few hour thing to actually go onto YouTube. So yeah, I just film my videos from my phone. I have a Samsung Galaxy S8, looking to upgrade at some point over the next few months or so. Upgrade my phone, which will be a different camera. So it films really well, and then I do a little bit of editing, a little bit of sprucing up with the color and just the look of it all. Sometimes I cut bits out, sometimes I add music and a little bit of a montage towards the end, and then I upload it. So the whole process from the start to from the second I upload to the time it goes public, it takes about just over an hour and a half, about an hour and a half to completely do the video. So has anyone got any questions to ask? Anything? Right, we've reduced. There's only 10 people on. Jeez. Now 9. 22 likes. I'm actually quite happy with that. Right, so what time is it right now? So it's 6:03. All right, so at 6:30 we'll end the live stream. It's just been a test live stream. See how things go. Right, 10 people on. Right, anyone got any questions? Questions? What can I tell you? I think I've kind of said everything. Right. Alright. What's your dad getting? When's your dad getting your tank? Good question actually. When is my dad getting his new tank? I don't even know. Alright. Because actually, alright, I would fill you in a little bit of a trade secret, alright? A few years ago, my dad went to look at a tank, quite interested in one. It was some Red Sea tank, I think, just a used pre-owned one. He was quite interested. It was surprisingly cheap considering this tank size and that. But he decided not to get it. I don't really know the whole story of it all. He decided not to get it for whatever reason. I don't know. Someone else bought it, or he just couldn't wait to get it. So I think hopefully by what's the date today? 19th, I think today. Yeah. Hopefully in the next month he should have his new tank, which he doesn't even know what. He has a few ideas of what tanks he's going to be going for. Maybe it's something like this, maybe a bit bigger, maybe some kind of Red Sea Max system. Not really too sure, and I don't really know when. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure over the next within 6 weeks, he should be getting his new tank. He doesn't. It's getting to that stage now. He doesn't want. It's not like, well, yeah, he wants a new tank. It'd be great to have a bigger system and start fresh and that. But it's more like he needs a new system because his tank is exploding with growth, and it's getting really cramped in there. He's got 4 fish in a 75-litre tank. I mean, I've got 3 in this at the moment. I think someone just commented, can save a fortune going? Yeah. Pre-owned. Yeah, but it was gonna go pre-owned as well. Yeah, can save quite a bit of money actually. It was like 50 quid for about a 300 litre tank or something. Stupid money it was. Nothing wrong with it. Coming with the lights and all that. What do you consider stability in tank? Example, activity on stability in a tank. Example, alkalinity constantly on 8.5 or having up to 8. Yeah, just alkalinity is probably the main parameter in a reef tank. I don't know what I'm going to be keeping it at, maybe 10, but it doesn't matter what you have it at as long as it's stable, all right, in between. So let's, for example, if it was like 10, don't have it swinging from 10 to 11. Just have it 10 to 10.5 maximum. Just the 0.5 spread will be fine. Just the more stable, the better, because you have more health and happiness from the corals, which leads to more colour, more growth. Yeah. Alright, so there's 13 people on. Alright, starting to go up. Everyone would be great as well. 14 people on. What brand of salt do you use? I use Red Sea's salt. It's really good. Got loads of stuff in it. Really good. That I've always used that for since my first tank, which was my little 50 litre tank. Upgrading from 94 litre tank to either Reefer 250 or 350. Which do you recommend? Upgrading from a 94 litre tank. Alright. For you, I'd say 250 or 350. My dad's had a Reefer 250. That was a nice tank, very nice. Haven't had a 350. It's only an extra 100 litres, so. Ooh, that's a hard one. I would say go for the 250 just because I've had experience with it as well. Quite a few years ago, my dad had one. It looks really nice. Personally, I'd go for the 250 because you save a bit of money, and 250 is quite big. It looks, because you look at it on videos and pictures from Google or something, and but when the tank actually delivers to your house, it looks much bigger than what it does on video and stuff. So yeah, for you, I'd recommend the Red Sea Reefer 250. Would you ever use coral and algae in bottle? Never actually heard of that, but maybe if it doesn't start in this tank, I might consider that. How's the vibrant dosing in your dad's Red Sea? So yeah, it's working. Some of the bubbles are starting to go clear, as in popping and dying. Yeah, it's going well. Hopefully, within the next couple of weeks, all of his out, not just bubble algae, all of the algae, all the green layer, would hopefully completely be going. So if I've got any issue like that in this tank, then I know what to use. Vibrant is amazing. If you've got an algae issue, it doesn't have to be bubble algae. It can just be a normal layering algae constantly. Then use Vibrant. It's like 30 quid a bottle though, stupid money, but it's really worth it. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. Things we do for reef tanks, eh? Could you keep a yellow eye cold tang in the 250? Yeah, actually, my dad had a yellow eye cold tang in the 250, but unfortunately it died just because it had a little bit of ick, which is white spot all over. It's basically a disease. And it died, but it wasn't tank size. So yeah, you could keep a yellow cold tang. I like the yellow tangs. I don't know if this over here though. You can't actually fish from, otherwise. Apparently they were going to go extinct. So I don't know if this is in all countries or something. But over here anyway, the prices in yellow tanks have like shot up. It's like 100 quid when it used to be like 15, 20 quid for a yellow tang. You can't actually, they've banned them or something, you can't fish from. So I do like the yellow tangs. Gem tangs are nice, I like them, but problem is they're like just over £1,000, so it's a lot of money. So yeah. Right, so we've got 10 people online. That's all right. That's all right. For my first live, I'll take that. And 24 likes. All right, that's quite good. Yeah, I'm from Nottingham, UK, and Yellow Tang, and my LFS is 80 quid. Yeah, that my dad got his for 75, and that was the rock bottom price though. Yeah, 75 quid. So stupid money though. Yellow for a yellow tang. I do like them though. Not a fan of the yellow eye coal tang, but I mean I like the yellow eyes one. It was quite against like the blue lines. I think I can't really remember what they look like, but personality wise they're quite interesting. I like them. What is your dream coral? Gold torch. Easy. I love a gold torch because they're like I think like £1,000, which is quite a lot of money. I don't think I'd ever in my life ever get one unless I win the lottery or something. But yeah, I'd love a gold torch or a gold hammer or something really expensive like that. Or maybe probably not a Zoa. Actually, yeah, that'd be a good idea actually, because if you buy a really expensive Zoa worth like £1,000 or something, if you can successfully grow it, you could frag like a head, and you could sell like one head for about 200 quid, £200. That could be your job actually. If you buy a really expensive coral and then when it grows, you just sell it off, get loads of money from it. It'd be a good idea, but I mean, you'd have to rack up the money to actually start getting that coral. And if it survives, if it doesn't, then you've lost a lot of money. So probably nothing I'd actually try. But yeah, are you going to add a sump to the Rio 125? Probably not. Nah, I'm happy with the internal filter that's in it. Yeah, probably no. I won't ever add a sump to this system. If I was gonna go to the sump area, kind of side of the reef tank hobby, then I'd probably get a Red Sea tank, Red Sea 350, 250 maybe. All right, so we've got 14 people online. All right, 24 likes. Can we get to 25? Maybe. Can we get to 25 likes? Maybe. That'd be great. $25. There we go. Thank you very much. Red Sea P500. Red Sea products. What is a Red Sea P500? Somebody I know bought a bounce mushroom for £2,000 2 years ago, and it's almost like 10 grand off it. Yeah, mushrooms actually quite a good idea to do that kind of stuff because they grow really quick. God, £2,000 for a mushroom. It's not just the look of it. It's not the look of it. It's the rarity of them. Over where I live anyway, torches are quite hard to get hold of, so they're quite expensive. I mean, for that little, I mean, it's not massive, great looking, but I mean, it's all right. I mean, it's quite nice. I like it. Just little. I mean, I hate the stalks of it, but the tips are nice green. It's a nice colour. 40 quid, £40. I mean, I'm sure in somewhere like Australia, where there's like on like the east coast or something, where the Great Barrier Reef is, I mean, you'd probably get a torch for like, I mean, it'd be like £5. It'd be cheap as chips, wouldn't it? But over here, I mean, torches are quite hard to get hold of. I mean, you could get them online, but still they're quite expensive. You have to pay like £20 shipping. 26 likes, all right. It's Red Sea Peninsula 500. Oh yeah, no. Wait, what was the comment? Red Sea Yeah, not a fan of the Peninsula tanks, even though I had one for a year. I don't think it's just they're difficult to escape. That's the only problem with them. It's hard to escape because you have to make them look good from 2 long angles. Do you know what I mean? Not a fan of Peninsula. You're running Jabo Wave, JCOD actually, JCOD SOW8 on this side, and this one in the middle is an SW2, which is like over a year old, and I've had no issues. I've had a few issues with just slowing down, but I just had to clean it out, and it's fine. It's still alive. Should upgrade those wave makers, those Tunsy ones. Yeah, same. Yeah, yeah, my dad has those Tunsy ones. I don't know what they're called. Tunsy 9 something. 912s, something like that. It's just, yeah, I think they're like £120 for just one. So I'm gonna see how I go with this one. If it only lasts a year, if it dies off, like you just if it just stops working, then yeah, I'd have to go for something a little bit more reliable like that. I'd never get something like well, those really expensive wave pumps that you can get. Ecotech, are they? The Ecotech? I think so. The MP30s or something. They're really expensive. Reef has a P500. It's great. Yeah. I know him as well. Yeah, he's got P5. Yeah, he's got an alright tank. I actually like that guy. I like his tank. But I mean, he's got it like in a way, so he's not really. I don't know. I'm not just not a fan of Peninsula. I could have made this Peninsula if I just didn't. My chair's making a funny noise. If I didn't paint the back black, I could just like spin it around and it could be a Peninsula. But not again. I'm not a fan of them. Yeah, so watch this video before buying one. All right. Good luck with that. Good luck with that tank then. It's just pre-warning. It's difficult to escape. I've had experience with a nano tank. It's a little bit difficult to escape. Once you get it right, I mean, I wouldn't move it. A tip about scaping as well: don't scape it to look good. Scape it to make sure it's stable. Because I've had experience with unstable rock scape. Oh, it was a nightmare. But I'd rather it's stable than looking good. Flow's the hardest part. Oh yeah, flow's a nightmare as well. At the moment, you can never get flow right. It's logically impossible to get flow right in a reef tank. It's always off. But I mean, that's life. That's the reef tank world. It's some things are just really difficult to do, just not doable. Yeah, it's not even perfect at the moment. Do you know why? Because for instance, the candy cane's getting too much flow. The torch coral's getting a little bit too much flow. I mean, it's only running at 700 litres an hour. It's difficult, all right? It's very difficult to flow a reef tank. Very difficult. If the water line's alright. Yeah, the water line's alright. What is that at the back? It's just a bit of fun. Right, so we've got 10p1, 27 likes. Right, can we get to 30 likes? How long has this live stream been on for? Around 15 minutes. Jesus. Can we get to 30 likes? Trying to think what else I can tell you about this tank. I have 2 elegant corals and one is thriving and one is seriously sad. Just can't the right place for it. Yeah, flow is so difficult. You should turn the left side of your tank to Euphilia Garden. Well, it would, but I mean, I'm thinking of a mixed. I might introduce another torch coral, maybe a completely green one. That'd be nice. Maybe it's just hard to fit one in, you know. Yeah, media. I'm using Biohome Ultimate Marine. It's great stuff. That. Just got a tail spot Blenny today, and he's in. Yeah, blennies are nice. Algae blennies or lawnmower blennies, whatever you want to call them. All fish have different names. They've got a lot of character to them. I might even have one in here. I'm probably going to be having an algae blend in here because my dad had one in his 250, a Red Sea Reef 250, and it was really. I mean, color wise, it's a little bit on the dark side. It looks a little bit grey, but character wise, God, it's really active. I like those things. All right, so we've got 12 people online, 27 likes. Right, I think was when I talk for so long, I've been talking constantly for an hour and 15 minutes. My throat starts to go sore and just starts hurting. I have to cough really often. So eventually, I'll probably end the live stream in about 15 minutes. My throat would just start killing me. But yeah, this live stream was just a test. It was just a test. Went well. I think I might do this maybe once a month. We'll see how it does views wise. I don't think it goes onto my channel or anything. But about 50 people have seen this total. 50 different people have seen this, which is good. So we've got 16 people online. Very good. Drink some water. I ain't got what I have. I have, obviously. Alright. Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna get a little drink of water. I'll be 20-30 seconds, alright? 1 second. Alright, I just filled up a... Alright. You should have just got water from the ATO reservoir. I could have done. It would have been healthy. It would have been more healthier than tap water. I'm not chugging this. Actually, yeah, it's a good idea, but you know, I'll probably like... Should I chug it? Oh, Jesus. Alright. If we get to 30 likes, I'll chug this bottle. I'll refill it and I'll chug the whole thing. If we can get to 33, that's 3 more likes. Well, that's worth it. I'll probably throw up, but you know, it's worth it, isn't it? I'm already wet. I already drip loads of water down me again. Right, hour and 17 minutes. Honestly, it only feels like about 25, 30 minutes long. 12 people online, 28 likes. All right, 2 more likes, and I'll chug the bottle. And if you don't know what that means, it means just drink the whole thing. Oh god, we hit 30. Okay, all right. I'm gonna refill it. All right, 31. All right, hold on. I'm gonna refill this bottle and I'm gonna chug it. All right, I'm gonna chug it. Hold on. Okay, right, we're at 31 likes, so I'm gonna chug the bottle. You know, well, Alright, it's spilt loads down me. I hope that's water. Yeah, it's water. I asked for 30 likes to chug the whole bottle of water. That's comedy. I kind of choked on it halfway through, and I've got water everywhere, but it's fine. So my throat starts getting really dry after I start talking for an hour and 20 minutes. So I'll probably end it in 10 minutes because my throat still feels funny, but eventually, after like 2 hours, it'll just start killing me. Right, so we've got 17 people online. Have we got any more questions, comments? GG. Right. Right, so any last minute comments before I end the live stream? But we hit 32 likes, which is nice during the live stream. And about 50 people saw it. How many gallons is it? I don't know how many gallons it is, but I know it's 125 litres. So I don't know what that is in gallons. I know it's like 4 litres is equivalent to a gallon or something, 4 point something. I'm not really too sure. That was about 16 ounces. You should do more of these. Yeah, I will do more live streams, maybe like once a month or something. This is just a test. We'll see how it does in views wise, and you know, I'm just hoping it's around 30. Yeah, it is about 30 gallons. Yeah, that's what I thought. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna be ending the live stream in about 5 minutes or so. So any last minute questions before I leave? That's cool. Good luck. Excited to see how the tank progresses. Yeah. Next video will be in 4 days. Hopefully 4 days. 33 likes. Right, so I'm quite happy with that. I'm quite proud of that. 33 likes I hit. Considering only 50 people saw it, I mean, that got a lot of likes. That. Why didn't you get the Red Sea Max Nano? A little bit too pricey, and it wasn't really big enough for me. Really, I wanted a little bit more bigger. So it's 125 liters. Red Sea Max Nano just wouldn't be much of an upgrade. I just liked. Thank you for Reef from the Fringe. Yeah, thanks for liking. I'll be really happy with 35 likes if I can get the live stream to 35 likes. 34. All right, one more. Come on. 35. Anyone who wants to follow me on Instagram, my name's just put in Corey. Well, I just post some random stuff actually, some trampoline stuff, fish stuff. You know, it's mixed. How old are you? And thanks for the shout out. Yeah, I'm 14. Actually, yeah, my birthday was just about a week ago. Actually, it was the 7th of January. Yes, it's my sister's birthday today, and my cousin's birthday today. A lot of birthdays recently. So yeah, I've just hit 14. So I started keeping reef tanks when I was only just 13. No, not reef tanks. I had my first fish tank, freshwater tank, when I was only just 13, like 2 months, 3 months in, 13 years old. Yeah, so I've just hit 14 now. Learned quite a bit from this whole reef hobby. I'll definitely always stay with it. Because my dad's has been keeping reef tanks for like 25, 30 years. I can't see me getting bored at this. I'm well known around the hobby. I'm happy to see your success so far. 35 likes. Yeah, we hit 35. That's nice. How much was your total build? It's not even finished yet. I still got a skimmer and, you know, livestock wise, but so far I spent about 1,100 quid. Yeah. It's an addictive hobby. Yeah, very addictive, and you're constantly learning stuff. I mean, every day I'm learning stuff from it, not from googling stuff and watching videos, but mainly from experience. So honestly, I mean, I never watched videos on like how to set up a reef tank because I kind of wanted to find out myself by using experience from it, and I didn't really have any problems with it. God, this live stream has actually drained my battery on my phone as well. 15% battery. I started on with 100%. My 20-gallon just finished cycling, finally doing it. Alright. I'm going to end the live stream there. Hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I'm just trying something a little bit different. So Thursday will be the next video. And I'll see you then. But I think I've got a slight issue. I don't know how to end the live stream. I think I just press X. So yeah, bye guys. You'll see me on Thursday. Bye Jonathan. Bye Kevin. Bye John. Alright, yeah. Alright. See you later guys.